All right, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, good whenever it is you tune in. Hope all's going well with you. It is I am Coach, and across from me, to my left,
It's Ray.
to his right,
It's happy.
to her right.
It's Jay.
If you are familiar with this, then congratulations. You have survived with us for an entire year.
Yes.
Woohoo. Full year.
Welcome to the 1 year anniversary special.
And I have a headache. This is not the energy that I want to have with me for this occasion. But
Don't worry, we'll carry the energy.
Yeah. I mean, if you want me to take over the gameplay of it, I can.
the gameplay's got to be the gameplay.
I mean, do we dump the Gatorade on you?
No.
Yeah. Okay. It's
Coach, Gatorade, got it.
slight thing. We are technically a couple of days early from that, but we all are busy on the actual day of the anniversary. But of course, we don't want to forget it and miss it, so we're doing it early for you guys.
So, we have a couple of questions that we're going to ask. Ask around, kind of before we even really begin. Jay,
Yes.
what were those questions?
I sent it to everybody, but for the folks at home, I will say what those questions are. One of those questions was, do you want to name them all or just go in order?
We'll just go one at a time.
All right, so question number 1. What were the best moments from this past year of streaming?
For me, a lot of those come from the first Coffee Talk.
Okay.
Really?
Just because we
Good.
improvise a lot of stuff.
Man, we ain't done anything good for you since.
I'm a little surprised because, it's not new for us. We played this a long time ago before
Yeah.
this was even a glint in Coach's eyeball.
Yeah.
But so it's it's not really new, and we played a lot of the same jokes from before.
But it's just like being able to share this now with others.
Okay.
And it makes me laugh every time we call back to those moments. Like, I'm playing Coffee Talk Tokyo, and you're reading the post from Hendry,
Yes.
and then threw it in there, and it's just like,
Just herpes.
it's the simplest thing, yet it's so stupid and funny. Or the random, it's like a
So, do you take it more along the lines of, okay, this was not remotely in any of our minds way back when, but you could just see this was the infancy,
Yeah.
the very imperfect version of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. Anybody else have a favorite moment from this past year?
Happy?
Yeah, my favorite moment from this past year is the opening scene of Detroit Become Human when it was save at all costs, and Coach instantly was like, what? And that was definitely my favorite moment because I knew it was coming, and I had to be quiet because I knew it was coming. So that was pretty fun for me. And then in watching Ray face his fears and Dredge has been quite fun as well for me.
Cyrus just showed up and he just said that too. Are you freaking out during Dredge?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Cyrus, if you're on the chat too, since you're here, why don't think about what was your favorite moment from this past year too.
Mhm.
All right, Coach, you got one.
Uh,
Hey! And for the folks at home, I sent these questions 2 days ago. Okay, so I didn't put anybody on the spot.
you go first.
All right then.
Hold on. I'd be remiss if I didn't say also watching Ray be a single parent and Detroit Become Human too. So
Best single
That's-
mother.
No, you weren't. You both died.
yeah,
Best
that
single
was,
mother.
that was pretty good too.
I mean,
Okay.
you could say that you saw the parenting to the end, but I suppose.
I did not abandon her.
No, but maybe you should have. All right, I got 2 in mind.
Okay, hang on. Cyrus also says Ray with Miranda and Coach with Fabrizio.
Those are both good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, for me, I got 2 as well. Number 1, I'm going to give, and I honestly think this because it was also on TikTok too, so it's immortal for us. Evade! Arkham Origins.
Right.
the begin. It's not the beginning of Coach's Crash House, but man, this is easily the famous one. But another one here. But my other one is the entire Smasher Pass, the entire Date Everything roster.
Yes. I was just thinking about that as well.
The amount of times I got Jay to just turn his head and look at me with my answers.
Right. Right. Especially since, I've known you in the past, like, you don't really participate, and if you do, it's only for very specific female presenting characters. For some of the males that really drew me off. Alright.
Coach.
Last one before I move on to the next one.
I think I gotta give it to these moments where, we received the message from Desi at the time.
That's a good one.
And it was like, hey, like, I'm going through a rough time in my summer right now, and you guys are really helping me out. And I'm like, I didn't realize just that level of impact that we could have already had.
Right.
And then kind of having that being rounded up with just a couple days ago, we got our very first gifted subscriber.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't even know if the person that had the gifted subscriber even knows that we exist. But it's...
Well, when they see it on their account, they will now.
It is just that level of, like...
Interest.
More like, crap, this is really happening.
Yeah.
Like, because I already knew the moments that we can have in the room. But I didn't know... Or I couldn't have known the level of impact that it could have outside of it.
Yeah.
Until I see those moments. Because, like, we can always have the fun. We can always point and all these other things. But it's those moments that are going to stick with me more than these individual ones. Which is why it's a little bit tougher for me to recall everything. Which is why I had to make so many clips. And I'm still kind of in the process of making some more. But I'm actually doing something different right now, because I think that a lot of our older sessions, I did remove most of them, because when I export them from Twitch, they go directly to YouTube, and I think from there it gets a really bad shot at being noticed, because it's like being uploaded at like 1 o'clock in the morning in our time, and so therefore, like, the engagement bombs, the viewerships go down, the attention rate's not there, and I'm like, this deserves a little bit more attention.
Yeah.
So I'm repackaging it moving forward. So starting tomorrow, you guys are going to see a stream pop up, an old session pop up at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. And in the weekdays for the next week, Monday through Friday, we're going to have another stream pop up at 6 a.m. We're going to have some streams popping up at 5 p.m. And that's going to consistently carry us into like late August. Like just day after day, like a 6 or like a 10 a.m., 10 p.m., 5 p.m. Those are going to be our new times with those older games. And I'm having everything in order. So that, if you want a continuation of Date Everything, well, that's coming up again. So if you want to catch it up, there it is. There's your scheduled time. There's going to be everything else that's for you there. And then if you wanted the 10 p.m. slot, that's going to be another game until its completion. And then if you want the 5 p.m. slot, if that's a little bit of a more convenient time, then I'll include something else there. If 6 in the morning, if that works for you, having everything else earlier, I'm like, sure, I'll give you that. I'll fill that slot out. I still want to showcase some of the other games that we didn't really get to put on YouTube. One of them being Heavy Rain.
Just a second, Coach. I believe Desi is on now.
Okay.
Wow.
So if you could just briefly repeat what you said specifically about her.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right there. Yeah, I still think about that message that you sent to us, Desi. And I hope that you're doing a lot better, because it was about a year ago in which you had sent us this, and it was very early on, and that was one of the things. Like even during the low points that we had for our engagement and kind of like the interest in the room when we started feeling burnt out and a little bit disinterested and a little bit just too tired to kind of keep going, like we never stopped because we didn't want the next moment to pass where we could have that happen to us.
And Desi, since you're here, if you have a favorite moment at any point in this past year of streaming from us that you can remember, say it. We'll happy to read it. All right.
And there she goes. She says, "Oh, you guys, yes, I remember. You guys are amazing."
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Coach, continue with your original thought.
So yeah, we're gonna just repackage everything else. Like, I didn't get a chance to really edit anything else, so it's just gonna be the streams kind of scheduled at those slots, and then we'll see if that does a little bit more consistency with these other ones. So starting tomorrow, everything's gonna sort out in that manner until. I mean, one of them is going to happen until like September. That's just how many sessions that we have filled up for that slot in the time. And it's only going to grow. So, because, I'm eventually going to repackage these newer streams and then save them for a little bit later. It's going to be a little bit weird kind of listening back because things are going to feel a little bit out of order. Especially the Eleanor streams, because not every session is going to be there because of the content.
Yeah.
Same thing for like God of War and things like that, where it's like, okay, I had to hide some of those things. Some of the other things that we didn't like fully record live, like Bendy from the Dark Revival. Just a few of those other ones, like some of the older Outer Wilds challenges, right? Like those are the ones I'm having to figure out like what we can do with those. And then I'm gonna need some more time to figure out like what are the next batch of clips and what's that gonna do for us. But as long as it gets us to a point where we can have more engagement when we're live, that's what I really want to push. And so that's what I really want to emphasize. So having, people here like right now, like that's what's gonna matter to me more than anything else. So yeah. I want more moments like that in the future.
We all do.
What was the next question?
The next question is, what have you learned from streaming?
That David Cage has a wide variety of doing things very good and doing things not so great.
It's a very it is definitely, it's the definition of shooting fish in a barrel as to what you'll get.
Jason.
So many questions about David Cage. Do either of you gents want to go to?
I would say learn how to not really bank on the feedback right away, the interactions. Just have fun.
Coach?
I had to learn a lot of behind the scenes stuff. But I think above all else, it's been this loyalty to the idea.
Yeah.
And once we got more and more used to it, then it just started becoming second nature to us. And for a while, I was wondering if I was like having people be forced into this thing, only to then have like more enthusiasm than I would show in certain nights to continue it. And I also think that one of my more proud, just spur of the moment ideas is going to be our obscure games and what that's going to lead to us in the future. and just like kind of changing things up, because I understand that we have a lot of long form series, and we're trying to do things in order. So it's like we have a lot of long games, we have a lot of long series, and we're trying our best to get through to them. But in between that, like I want to add a couple of extra things. So we have some other projects in the works that are going to be, right after we finish some of these other games, which there's actually only a couple sessions left for a few of these other ones, and then we'll start feeling like we have a clear schedule for more opportunities. And then from there, it's just the engagement with everything else as far as like how it is to run a social media platform. So whether that was our interactions with people on Threads, whether that was our interactions with stuff on Instagram, whether that's been our things that we can do on YouTube, like these are just the different outlets that we've been able to keep. We still have a Discord, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
As far as just like things, we also have a Reddit.
Oh, I didn't know about that. You did?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That has collected so many cobwebs.
Dang.
But we also still have things that I need to get to later. So, like, having that loyalty is really going to refresh my thinking about this in those moments where it's like, oh man, I'm gonna fall back in that kind of pattern again. I might like burn myself out. I'm like, no, like I have a headache, so I can't like entirely show it, but like I'm really energized for what this can look like moving forward. So I'm very excited for the next year.
Send them
I'm
$5.
overwhelmed with joy.
Send them $5 for acceptance. I guess for me, it's like I always knew that the behind the scenes aspects was difficult, which is honestly the main reason why I didn't start this venture myself a long time ago. But just actually seeing Coach or listening to Coach doing everything behind the scenes, always mentioned it, and how he constantly says, "What's our 3 favorite letters, friends? Say it with me, OBS." Issues over and over again. So just like I can see the frustration behind it, and it's rightly deserved. But I guess it's just a weird way of saying the admiration, respect for not just Coach, but anyone else who streams regularly, even if it's like their main source of income and main source of doing anything. And that's not the case for us. That's not the reality for us. But even just for the little bit where it more or less is a hobby for us right now, but just a lot of effort that goes into it.
Okay.
What was the other question?
The next question is unexpected things from streaming. This could be unexpected in both a good or positive way, or good or negative way.
Just the amount of views we've gotten on different games that we thought were just very simple, or we are not the age demographic for it. And also, like, with that same thought, like how much fun we have in those moments. Like, there's times where like we pick an obscure game, like, okay, I don't think this is going to be that fun, and it's like we make it fun.
Right. Coach told me the other day that Toy Story Activity Center had, what you said, 30 views?
Yeah, it's a growing number.
It's a growing number. Which I'm happy about, because it's
Like it has as many views as our very first session of Dredge.
see?
Which is like, ow.
Which I'm happy about, because, okay, look, Toy Story is hardly what I would call obscure as a brand.
Right.
It's doing its 5th movie right now, for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
But that specific game,
Mm-hmm.
like, no one ever talks about, and it is from my childhood. So it's just like, I'm just impressed by. I know 30 plus may not sound like a whole lot, but I wasn't even expecting nowhere near that. I wasn't even expecting 1. Let me just put that for you real quick.
I especially wasn't expecting to get rage baited 5 minutes into it. But
Buy a pack of cards.
I think Well, Happy, was there any unexpected things for you?
Yeah, I kind of did not expect to enjoy streaming as much as I have enjoyed streaming and how much it's become a part of our routine. Um, and yeah, I thought that this is something that would not last a whole year. So I'm glad that we made it a whole year, and I'm glad that I'm enjoying it as much as I am because I have not been too much of a gamer in my past, but like I get into these games in a way that I didn't expect. They're not work, it's recreation.
Right.
All right, Coach, your turn.
But I also know that like it was just your enjoyment of our company, even in those moments where you were out and about and only had the opportunity to
Yes.
be on the stream, in which like if I've I've had some moments where we've had the issues with connections and
Yes.
audio, of course, and
Oh,
and things of that nature, and so it's like you toughed it out then. So
I'm kind of backtracking here a little bit, but going back to the first question, favorite moments. When there was a while where I think it's both Cyrus and Coach did not know that Happy was the Happy that they knew in real life.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that was fun.
we were playing
Yeah,
that
that was
close to the
fun.
vest for like 3 or 4 months at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
And I sprinkled breadcrumbs.
yeah.
Especially the sloppy seconds thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all. No, that was all your idea. Okay, unexpected things. I'm gonna steal one of your answers, Coach, which was the whole getting engagement thing and getting that whole gift box thing earlier this week too. Like, I did not expect that at all from us. Okay, at the very least, I didn't expect it to be in the flagship year either.
yeah, but like we're gonna have our first. I just didn't think it would happen this soon because there's so many people that are streaming.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many people who get lost in the shuffle.
Mhm.
And for the longest time, I'm like, yeah, we're probably just gonna be one of those. We're gonna have to like,
That's fine.
rummage through the forest and just kind of get a feel for what we can do in a natural state because we don't really collab with anybody else. I mean, not that we don't want to. We just don't have those connections built up just yet.
Yeah.
And
We're trying to beat Jake Paul by next year. We will do it. Coach, you have to imagine it being already true to achieve it, man.
So here's the thing.
Yes.
What I wanted to accomplish is that sense of community. And when the community gets too big, it then becomes unapproachable from the other side of things. And I don't want it to reach that level. Like as crazy as that sounds, like I want a sizable community. I don't know what that number looks like. I think I've asked myself that before, in like the beginning stages, like, hey, like how good do I want this to be? And I'm like, I don't really know because I don't want an uncontrollable number.
We really don't have control over that though.
We don't. I mean, okay, it's like this. We could either do a lot to gain the numbers, or we could also do the opposite problem, which is alienate the audience, which would have the inverse effects.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that either. So it's like, okay, if I would rather have too much engagement than not enough because we've been dealing with that for a while. But I also don't want it to be like, man, I can't get to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, no, but also, even the people commenting in or engaging in, like they know nobody can realistically get to anybody unless you have like maybe 4 people regularly do like we do. Like we just can't.
But those people can, spread their message and, kind of share by word of mouth, and then that's a little bit easier of a time because then you'll have that person that's willing to express who we are in a way that we don't have to, do all this extra work for it.
Right.
So, in that sense, that could be fine. But we had to have like I had to relinquish control over TikTok just as our one of our social media platforms because I'm like I already know that if it gets to a ballooned number in several different areas, like I can't handle that. Like it's weird because like I want success, but then I see success and I'm like, ooh, geez, that's a lot of responsibility. But then, it's like I shouldn't I be striving for what I want? Like, so that's why that's why we're still here.
Well,
But I guess that's kind of like my unexpected moment is because a lot of people, like I said, they get lost in the shuffle as far as like being reached out to, or just like being regularly spotted on the explore tab for Twitch, or like going through the search bars of like specific games that are out and relevant at the time. And I don't know how we found this many people in this span, but
How many people do we have?
because we have 33 followers on Twitch.
yeah.
We have 32 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
We have like 30 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
What are we at on TikTok?
I'm just impressed that we're so far we're in the 30s range, the early 30s range.
TikTok, we're at 24.
So, but still,
Yeah, because they were asking me what I was going to be doing for the weekend, and I mentioned that I was going to be playing video games. And
at
they
your job.
Yes, at my job. And they were like, do you have a, can't remember what they said, but they said it alongside Twitch. And I was like, oh yeah, we have to Twitch. And they were asking how many followers we had and if we were monetized yet. And I was like, well, I don't know how many followers we have. I was like, but I definitely know we're not monetized yet.
We're not that far away, honestly.
Oh.
Because
So it's at 50.
I mean, it is 50, but the next milestone that we have to have for Twitch is having like a few days in a row of like a certain amount of people chatting in the chat. That is it.
Okay.
Because like our stream numbers are there, our stream hours are there. Like it's just like that level of
Engagement.
yeah.
So we said it a long time ago, so better bears repeating since it is special after all. We want to hear from you, the people.
So if we have like 3 to 5 people in a stream for like a few days in a row, then we'll have a milestone.
Because like,
Okay.
hey guys, we done 90% of the work, all right? We just want that extra 10 from you. It's not a whole lot either.
Like I ain't asking for money. Like I'm asking for probably some of the thing that's just about as tough to give though, and that's attention.
Yeah.
So
And
You could just say a letter and dip out. That's it.
yeah, because it has to be like different chatters.
Right.
So like if somebody else chimes in right now, like we'll have Cyrus, we'll have Desi, and then we'll have somebody else. I'm like, that is it. That's all we need for the requirements.
So for your folks,
So if we, kind of keep that up.
So for your coworkers, if just even like 2 or 3 of them, that's more than enough.
okay.
But yeah, Twitch is gonna recognize that and be like, hey, like you guys are getting consistent chatters. I'm gonna take a look at what it says.
If we get even a dang penny from Twitch, I'll call that a win.
My one coworker, she definitely knew what the Twitch and playing games is about because her husband is into some sort of streaming, but I don't believe that it's Twitch. I believe it's Discord. Yeah, thank you.
While Coach is looking that up, I could ask the final question, which is, what is your favorite game from this past year? Whether the big ones, the obscure ones, whatever.
I definitely had the most fun with Detroit Become Human, just because I knew what was going to happen and I just enjoyed watching you guys play that. But I would have to say that my favorite is Dredge. Right? Dredge.
I could pull from any of the ones that I put in as far as my special interest group goes, or ones I personally am playing, but I won't be biased for that. So instead, I'll pick out something that I did genuinely enjoy on that level, which is, for better or worse, Heavy Rain.
Oh man.
Heavy Rain,
Heavy Rain was
not a single one of us could predict it, because nobody can predict David Cage's mind, not even David Cage himself. But it was quite the wild journey.
It was.
And I also love that because that was, every last one of us here had a hand in playing that too. We all had a character to control. That was the most teamwork game we've had to. The story is god awful, but it was entertaining.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I'm looking at. The path to being an affiliate for Twitch, it has to reach 25 followers, which we did. We have to stream for 4 hours, which is crazy. Stream on 4 different days, and the last requirement, minimum of 3 average viewers on 4 different days.
3 average viewers on 4 different days. Okay, so like I said, it ain't on us, guys. We did all that, most of that stuff that Coach said. It's up to you, the people.
Then after that, the next one is to reach 50 followers and then get 5 people chatting at the same time. And then that unlocks VIP badges.
Okay, so we're at the 30-somethings, right?
Yeah.
So we just need a couple more. About 15 or so more.
Alright, so I'm actually looking at the in-progress numbers for some of these other achievements here. Anyone wants to take a guess at how many hours we have streamed in total?
In total. Is this including tonight?
Yes.
total hours.
Yes.
So this whole year, including now.
Oh wow.
15,000.
Golly.
No, I was gonna say 1,500.
I'm gonna say 1,000 or so, maybe 900 something.
422.
Okay.
422
Nice.
hours.
Yeah.
Dang, we're way too high.
Because one of the next achievements for the Empire business is stream for 500 hours total. And
Wow, we're right there.
yeah.
See, so we're hitting these numbers. Like, wow.
One of them says have 50 viewers at the same time, and the highest we've ever gotten is 9.
It's gonna be a hard one to get. What do we have to do? Do we have to sell one of Ray's legs? We'll do it, man. Just let us know.
The other thing to keep track of is reach 10 average viewers in the last 30 days.
Okay.
I feel like that is going to be more doable. Now, hours watched. Any guesses for that?
32.
As in, like, the people watching us.
Yes. So we have 420 hours that we've done.
55.
I hate to admit it, but I'm gonna say 10.
Guys, give yourself a little more credit than that. We're at 501.
Wow.
Hours?
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's way more than all of One Piece's episodes combined, I think.
Okay then.
So that is year 1.
I think, honestly, for the inaugural year, that's actually quite impressive. All right. Well, we all answered, but Coach, favorite game period of the year?
That's such a hard question to answer.
I know. No,
It's also the most basic question here too.
There's the chat again. Gaming with Character. Love you guys' streams. You make me laugh.
Thank you.
Cyrus going back. He says his favorite game was Darkside Detective.
That's a
I don't blame him at all.
oh dang that one. Those were a fun set of games, man. Those were really good.
Duty.
Hey there. It's been a while.
I've done so many dang characters, man. I don't even know which one to pick.
Dick Brickman.
Thanks for joining us on the stream for Randay's first year. This is Dick Brickman coming in on Dick Brickman News. We'll bring you back to coach.
Oh.
Okay.
I have some honorable mentions as far as like games.
I thought you already said your answer.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
The crazy thing is like none of them are the ones like I actually picked.
I think that's even better.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll make that a rule. That having already did this, so we already passed. So YouTube, big game that wasn't on your list. That was your favorite.
Alan Wake. I'm just kidding.
You know what? You know, honestly, at a certain point,
We need to just play it.
F that wheel. We're just gonna do it.
But no, I have to agree with Happy with Detroit Become Human because I didn't know what to expect with that, and then like going in, I'm like, oh wow, this is like crazy.
Wasn't that technically on your wheel?
I thought Happy bought the whole David Cage universe and
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, we put it on there for that
It
reason.
was
But so like your list won with Twilight Princess, but at the time we couldn't. Like we didn't figure out how to play it.
Yeah.
So then the backup became Detroit Become Human, but it was on the list.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it's technically, like, I get it that it's a suggested game, but it was just a suggested game that was on your list.
Yeah, but it's like it wasn't my choice, you know.
like you didn't know that thing existed.
Yeah, like I didn't know
Right.
anything about it.
Or-
I knew the title, but it's like, oh, I hear things about this. I have no idea what the story's about, but I hear it's good, so it's like, yeah, sure, throw it on there. And it's like, oh yeah, I see why people love this. Okay, from my choices, obscure choices, Mark Capri, just because
What?
that
The hour and a half we spent.
because that was just so fun making fun of it, you know. And let's see, I've had a lot of fun with the different visual novels we've done.
Especially if we get to voice it too.
Yeah, just because this usually isn't my type of game, but you know, and I certainly couldn't play this alone.
No, I don't think so. But you know, it's like me and Coach introducing the world of visual novels. Like, again, a long time ago. I could be wrong, but I think the original Coffee Talk was the first one you sat through all the way. I think, but I could be wrong.
I think it was roommates. That was
Roommates.
before the stream.
Oh, chat. You're not ready for the insanity that is the Roommates visual novel.
Especially me playing it.
Oh
My God.
But boy, do I want. It would be fun for Ray to play it, but I honestly want to see both Happy or Coach do it too, because I think this is going to be quite interesting. Another one along the same level that's way more unhinged than that, the entire Class of 09 series. That one I for sure want Happy to do, because I know she'd love this one the most.
I would I?
It is like the games that you like are choices, and you also love unhinges. This meets and highly exceeds both of those qualities.
Okay.
So, but because of again content reasons, it might not be on YouTube either, sadly. But not for what you see, but definitely what you hear. So we'll do it one day. But just be patient; they'll be there.
Just thinking back to roommates, like me and Coach were playing. I was doing one file, he was doing another, and I was trying so hard to win and make the best choices with this, and it's just like no, it didn't work out, and I got like the mediocre ending.
I would say this very briefly because I don't want to make derail the whole thing. But Roommates is a visual novel. You have a choice of playing one of two characters, a guy or a girl. Both the characters are in college. Both of them are also roommates along with 6 other people. There are some characters that are crossover with their date abilities and some characters that are exclusive only to them. So Ray played the guy character. Coach played the girl character. So, got an answer for favorite game, Coach?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think that it's amongst like the funniest sessions that we generally have, and I again was not expecting to have so much fun with the Kingdom Hearts series.
As much as I've seen you be frustrated over the 1.5 games that we played with that, I'm both happy and surprised that you said that though. This I gotta hear.
I mean, like there's not a whole lot of other games that I can really list as far as like the things that we've done for so long and always felt fresh. Um, because I don't know that series, so I have no idea what's going to happen. And whenever I take a look at the other things, like I like Dark Side Detective as a concept of a game, but man, would I have a hard time playing it if I didn't have a guide. Like,
Yeah, the puzzle.
like
the
Coffee
puzzles are
Talk
wild.
is the game that I showed you guys.
Yes.
You know, way back when. So like I can't really choose that one. Bendy, it was a good time, but it was a quick time. And then same goes for the second game, which I will eventually put the rest of it on there. But then we have like the Batman series, which, well, I mean, we're still in the process of doing that. I have enjoyed Detroit, but I didn't want to keep saying the same game as everybody else.
Right.
There's some of the obscure ones too, like I didn't realize how much fun I would have with the Ultimate Spider-Man, for example.
That was pretty fun.
So, yeah, I'm gonna tip my cap to the Kingdom Hearts series because I thought that it was so out of my wheelhouse as far as like things that I could enjoy. Not that I didn't like Disney, not that I didn't like those ones. I just didn't think that I would like.
It's the style of game.
It's the style of game, but it's also like I didn't know the type of story that it was going to try to tell with what they had access to. But at some point, I was just like, let me just experience the game without having this like, critical lens over it. And from there, like I just had a blast with it.
Good. So
So-
I hear that. It is. I think out of all the games, that one might maybe with the exception of Dark Side Detective is probably the biggest learning curve. It doesn't always tell you where to go. The leveling up system can be challenging at times too. So those are the negative aspects of it, but it's a fun time if you can master that.
Any other questions that we wanted to get out of the way before we?
That's all the questions I had. So if you guys want to chime in on anything, go for it. And if not,
What's something you hope for in the next year?
to beat Jake Paul.
Like physically,
Yes.
or
We listen.
Dude, we're not in his age range, man.
It's 4-on-1. The numbers are in our favor.
Yeah, maybe if we add all of our ages up, then we'll be in his demographic for people he'd want to fight. But I do think that there is there's different types of goals I want to set. I want to see the progression of your guys' skill sets in a game that I'm going to introduce to us after one of these games finishes. Because it is, much like Ray with Zelda, much like Jay with Kingdom Hearts, and probably both you guys with Batman as a collective, there is going to be something that's going to be with you for a long time that's from your childhood and that you can have a lot of fun with now. And I'm kind of looking at our catalog of stuff and I'm like, yeah, this stuff has been heavily influenced by you guys, which is kind of like the reason as to why it's called the Ray and J Odyssey. So it's gonna have heavily influence. But for those that wanted to figure out, like, okay, but like I keep calling myself coach. It's about time I coach you guys with something that I am like very passionate with. So that is going to be upcoming, and I want to see what you guys will look like next year in that gaming category,
Okay. I am looking forward
because
to
that is going to be my ultimate test of like I'm testing my status as to what I can consider myself to be. So if I get that to be successful, then yeah, I'm gonna be proud of everybody.
I love it.
Um,
Anybody else?
I would like to see us double our followers in the next year.
I agree with that too. Especially with Coach reading off these numbers, how very achievable it is too.
Cyrus just says I pledge $5 for every FNAF game you finish in the next year.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say. I don't want to say this will be within the next year because I do think that's that is being way too bold for us where we are right now. But I've said we all have said it actually a long time ago, and that's the goal is still there.
Yeah.
It's gonna take so long.
It's gonna take a while, but I think whether we have the numbers or not, that is.
I mean, it would definitely help our case
Yeah.
if we had something a little bit more to visually represent us on the screen.
Right.
Because when you're just tuning in and it's just like the game, and then you're just kind of hearing voices coming from out of nowhere,
Right.
I know.
it's a little bit of a difficult time to
Hey,
really get that connection going.
hey, Game Grumps has been doing it for years, man. What are you talking about?
Well, you see them outside of everything else that they do. Like they have their own other channels and whatnot, and they were known for all the things before that.
Yeah.
So, like they were not nobodies.
Yeah.
They had a lot of backing, and it made them, explode way back when in like 2012, 2013, and it kind of kept that up.
My point is, whether we got the numbers or not, and yeah, I agree with Coach, that would help out a lot too, but I would like to do that. We should all have rough ideas what our avatars would look like, so.
I think at the very
We
least,
do?
like being, I think at the very least being a
Most
PNG
of us have a rough idea what our avatars would look like.
I think being a PNG tuber is a lot
More
more feasible to get.
and for the sake of the people that don't know, Coach, briefly describe what a PNG tuber is.
It is. I don't know how they get this to work, but essentially, I think it's going to be through like different computers and different systems like that. So it's going to be, yeah, it's definitely going to be a while financially for us to get there. But the concept is, it is a couple of still images that represent your character on the screen, and sometimes they can get it to light up whenever they speak, and then kind of have a shadow version of it when they're silent, to kind of indicate like, all right, who's talking and what's the expression that they're trying to carry. Like there's soundboards that they can use. There's like all these other different effects. There's things that are kind of embedded in Twitch that they have a lot of access to. So they make it a lot more of an experience, even without being like the physical, like moving, like having the camera set up to trace your body and that aspect. Like you can just be a PNG tuber, and it's a similar. Yeah, it's a similar vibe, but it's also a similar effort to what we're already doing now.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be that much different for what we have been accustomed to.
All right. Anybody else got a question that they want to throw into the mix?
What is the one thing that we want ourselves to improve on for the next year? So that way we'll look at ourselves right now, next year, and be like, wow, I'm glad I improved that about myself.
I'm gonna say I kind of. This is not signaling out anybody, but I would like to like recover some of the dead air that we have at times for all the games that we do. Which I know is sometimes easier said than done. It's kind of hard to figure out like what can you say to fill in the dead space. And I know a lot of times when we are having the dead air, we are trying to concentrate on something going on. So it is a tough balancing act to walk.
Well, and sometimes it's needed.
It is. No, don't get me wrong. But I mean, the only real issue with this is in the future when it comes to the Kingdom Hearts series, because love music, of course. That's all.
And even then, like, we've gotten past it.
Yeah.
It's to the point where it's not really much of a factor. It was just the fact that we just had the music going on too loud.
Sure.
Um,
Sure, but I'm just trying to think of like the viewer experience. It's like I would say, like if a boss is giving us trouble, and it's like how that last one that I did took 15, 16 minutes. Like, and a lot of that was not spoken. So that's all.
but I think that's the other thing that we can improve on is making sure that we can multitask.
Sure. Oh yeah. Okay.
Because, like I said, sometimes like if you watch the Twitch of like speedrunners, they don't really talk.
They don't. No.
Sometimes they are skilled enough so that they can converse with people as they're doing something. And I know that there's like people that play rhythm games then talk to people at the same time, and I'm like, I don't even know how you have the concept of doing that. But yeah, like there's different levels to your engagement within the community, but I think for me it's mastering our setup. And I think it's just improving it the way that I represent our social media stuff for the next year, and see if I can really get that going.
And you say Seth, are you talking about like the hardware itself?
I can talk about the hardware, because as a Clam Slammer from a couple days ago was saying that like, hey, there's definitely a difference in quality as far as like what you can do for a gaming actual PC rather than a laptop. But the fact that we've been doing all of this on a laptop is pretty impressive, considering that's just the things that we're capable of within our budget. I'm just talking about like physically in the room, just making sure that things get more comfortable for our audio, and eventually like comfortable for like anything from a video standpoint if we want to do that. If we have like the ability to set up a webcam or something for the time being, like I want to make sure that that is achievable. So I want to be able to take care of those things. Just have really crisp audio, just have really good video, just have a really good blend, and have everything to be smooth. And I know the frustrations that we can have just on random moments just because the internet says they don't want us to succeed. But I don't want that to give us a defeatist mentality about making sure that we can do everything else within our power to be as good as we can be.
I agree.
Right?
I would want to work on finding different variety of games, especially ones that we can throw on and just engage in a conversation while we're playing. It's not so much focused on the story. It's the gameplay, but it's just we don't have to pause and explain something. We can just keep our conversation going while we're playing.
Yeah, we're getting a lot better at that with our other sessions. I didn't realize how much we could talk about things that were totally unscripted and almost like we didn't even know what we were talking about until we started streaming,
Yeah.
which is crazy because, you know, like the three of us have been hanging out with each other for several years at this point. And yet the conversations never feel as though like, oh man, we've ran out of things to talk about.
Right.
How the heck is there still like always more and more to go off of? How is there more and more things to discover with each other? Right. But that is the thing that I want to, you know, reveal, and I want to have other people share it. What about you?
I said already, I want us to double our followers.
But I think like an improvement that you can do.
Oh, I want to be able to take the controls for one of the games, or at least part of the game, share the controls with someone else.
I agree.
But in order to do that, I got to get better at like the actual controls. Because like right now, I would like to play Dredge every now and then, but I know that it would make the gameplay go so much slower for the stream. So I'm hesitant to even attempt to do that. You know, the small attempts that I made were just ugh. But I would like to be able to get better off stream so that I could play on stream.
Yeah.
See, I say the next time you play Dredge, you're taking breaking up you out if you're stuck. But you are 98% doing it.
I don't think that that's a good idea just because of what I already said. I don't want the stream to be stalled because I'm slow at the gameplay.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Right? If you're stuck or if you feel like you're getting slow, he can step in. But if
We'll talk about it.
All right. Yeah. I don't want you to be afraid to try.
Right.
Because there's a level of there's levels of experience that we have in the room when it comes to these different types of games. Because like I've handed the controller to Jay for a couple of things, and he's like, it's the same controller, but it felt like a foreign language to him.
I'll do it. I ain't gonna guarantee anything, but I'll do it.
And it's those kind of things. Like if
I'm down to try. I just don't want to set expectations to be too high for where I know my skill level is at.
Look, it's like this. This was told to me before. If you always say I'll do it tomorrow, tomorrow never comes.
And the thing is, it's best to do this now when we don't have a lot of viewers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Low risk.
What-
Low risk. Low reward.
What are you actually risking other than like your own experience?
I get it.
And I mean, you should see our gameplay with God of War. It's me and Coach. I'm the controller. I know the game well. I have gotten stuck so many times.
You saw me play that,
Or how
that-
I was with the Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
or me with that motocross racing game. I had not won a single one without either one of these guys. So
Yep. So, being stuck anywhere or slowing anything down, no. The
Okay.
worst thing we could do is dead air. And we've done that.
Yeah. I will also say that I'm not going to put you in a position where I put your graphic in.
Okay.
good?
oh, he's fine. He's fine. We'll see. We're all gonna see him later, but
More like
I get what you mean.
I had him do something that was practically impossible.
I remember.
Had
Well,
so much faith in him.
we're not gonna set you up for failure. We're gonna get you the training wheels, the kid gloves, but yeah.
Okay, good.
All right.
But no, like
I feel
more
optimistic.
importantly, like I want that to be a possibility for you too.
Absolutely.
Good. Thank you.
Especially whether it be like a racing game, a fighting game, co-op game, whatever.
So like yeah, you just let us know. Like, hey, like let me figure this out. Whether that be on stream or especially off stream. Like
Okay.
if you have the time and you have the energy and we have the availability, then we'll do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Because like we've we've had some, some non-streaming nights.
Yeah.
There's that too. And I know for a fact that we're going to have a few more non-streaming nights in the future just for other things.
Okay.
And there's also going to be other practice sessions that won't just involve you, but these two.
Okay.
So, like...
He's basically saying if me and Ray are going to be in this project he wants to do, if you're stepping up to game as well, you're likely going to get roped into it as well.
Okay.
So no,
Happy to try.
that is...
I see what you did there. All right, any other questions?
It's
happy-
been an hour, guys.
happy-
I think
happy
we can
you-
finally play the
I
game.
think we should start.
Right?
Happy, do you have a question you want to do yourself?
I didn't have a question.
Well, all right. Enough of this show-offy emotional stuff. Now let's move the sassy chat already.
I had a feeling you'd be back.
It's been a long time.
Have I ever told you that you are my favorite player who has ever played this game?
Lies.
Aw, you've said that to everybody.
You've treated those data balls so
No, we haven't.
dearly.
I have a question. I just kind of wonder, what if we actually could realize him right now? I wonder, because he's the way
And
he's
you're
talking.
wearing that fantastic red shirt that we created to make more money.
Yeah.
I mean, fun. But enough about you. Would you like to play our little developer dating game?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
We have an awful lot of lovely people who are dying to get to know you. You've been all up in their business this whole time, but now you get to really find out about them. Do you want to know the general rules?
Sure, why not?
Splendid!
We're gonna do this.
It's
Then
been such
let's
a long
get on
time.
with the show! Disclaimer. Developers who happen to be members of the SAG-AFTRA union will voice themselves. The rest, well, will be voiced by the very sensual RPG Beef. Not too bad a fate, I suppose. First up, we have Ben. Submitted his date after the deadline, and it, well, you will have to judge for yourself. Here he is.
Right.
Ben worked on UI and animation for Date Everything. Ben loves making and playing games at work and with his two kids. Ben climbs, bouldering, and skateboards on his weeks. Should that have some weekends?
No, on his weeks.
Okay. He also runs a podcast on AI and ethics called the Machine Ethics Podcast. Ben may or may not be a robot.
So, do you like Ben?
I think this is ridiculous. He should have submitted his bio on time. I think this is a great idea. I love Ben. I can't really make a decision about him.
I love Ben.
He sounds boring.
I guess I love Ben. I really want to say it's ridiculous. He should have submitted his bio on time. I hate people who do late things.
I will say, when it comes to this character, it's kind of the same thing. The love hate friendship thing, and it's like we need to have 30 or more of one thing to actually succeed into it.
He loves you back.
Okay.
Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
Of course.
I come up with a new developer. Next we have. Oh, hey!
Just FYI, chat, we're going to be sticking with this guy as long as possible.
Is that Amanda Hubbard?
Might be.
How are you liking the game so far?
Oh my god, it's so... Well, honestly, I think...
Oh my god, it's so.
Oh, actually, sorry. Hold that thought. Getting a pick. Just need to copy this over and done.
Yeah, I think it's Amanda Hubbard.
Yep, we.
AKA... Rakatat, Rakatat.
Yes, Amanda Hufford, aka Ragatha from Amazing Digital Circus, which, by the way, ended, and all the episodes are on YouTube as of today.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about that. What were you saying?
This game is absolutely...
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one sec. several seconds, actually. Oh, I gotta fix that. Wait, they did what? Not again. Okay. Looks like they need me in the back. But I can put my phone on silent. Okay, that should buy us a solid 10 minutes. What were we doing?
Have you done introductions yet?
No?
Let's start with a proper introduction then. This is the venerable Amanda Huffman,
Yep.
our dedicated, sleep-deprived producer extraordinaire, voice director, writer, script supervisor, scheduler, therapist, hostage negotiator, and maker of spreadsheets.
Wait.
Maker of spreadsheets? I didn't know that.
She's a writer? She's a hostage negotiator?
Hey man, you need to wear a lot of hats in an indie game.
Why am I now picturing Ragatha as a hostage negotiator?
I mean, in a way that's kind of true if you think about it. So, we ever meet her,
many
we have a lot to
spreadsheets.
talk about.
If there's a job to do on the game, Amanda has probably had a hand in it.
Aren't you forgetting something, dumbass?
Oh yes, and she's Rebel too.
Oh, right. I'm also a voice actor. How do you forget your own fucking job? Whatever.
Rebel and
And you
Ragatha, two very different
Decided
characters.
to take on game development on top of that?
Phoenicia, remind me to ask Ray to put the cry on floor emoji in the game as a collectible and tag it here.
I have to do what now?
Ah,
You're-
shoot, we can't really do that because we don't own the rights to the art.
Well, way to beat us on the face reveal, Ray.
But we could commission one that's similar. Let me message Nietzsche.
It's a long process.
No, more collectibles.
Yeah, ever since I decided against painted backdrops for the dates, we went from 36 non-character art pieces to 404? Is that bad?
I sleep.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, maybe Garrett can throw in a sad trombone sound or something.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. Just let me finish composing about 115 songs first, real quick.
Don't worry about it, Garrett. I got it.
Hey,
Which one
Robbie.
again? A sad whistle or something?
Robbie, if you start whistling again right now, I will turn this game around so fast, I swear.
Should I just come back another time? Kind of feels like I shouldn't be here.
Kind of feels like a shouldn't be here.
Sorry. We'll figure all that out later. Thanks, guys. You can get back to it. I keep forgetting it's not just us around here anymore. You know, it's weird finally being able to share a game with you. I mean, you work on something for long enough, and it kind of just becomes part of who you are. The last couple of years have been date everything, all day, every day, all the time. Meetings, emails, and spreadsheets, and revisions, and meetings, and hiring, and Lord changes casting, plus direction, and then scheduling, and seriously, the meetings. And after all that, after pouring everything you have to give into something, you still have no idea if anyone will even like it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's us with streaming.
Uh-huh.
So that's why you thought you. So that's why you wouldn't let me finish what I thought. Was that what you want? Because I can just tell you.
I guess triangle.
I think it's square. Ready to type it.
Triangle.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Even if you did tell me, I wouldn't remember. This version of me, right here, right now, just doesn't ever get to know. And that's okay.
Well, what do you want? I'm just trying to get a specific ending here, so we can just move this along.
Triangle.
After you get done here, if there was something in the game you enjoyed, if anything really stood out to you or even meant something to you, let the team know.
More.
Take a little scroll through those credits for the names of all the amazing people who worked on this monstrosity, and if you like their work, go support them.
More.
And if you get to the end and realize it just wasn't for you, well, if you just flat out hated it right from the start, just promise me you won't tag me on social media and yell at me about it, okay? Can you do that?
No.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Probably not gonna look at the credits, but I promise not to tag you in any trash talk. Pass, that's lame, and you really shouldn't be so sensitive about criticism.
Wow.
Triangle.
Then you truly have all my love for it.
Amanda loves you.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, Sarah says it's fun how many of the actors and developers we got to meet for this game.
Would you like to
Real.
date another dev? I come up with a new developer. Next, we have Ray Chase.
Ray Chase. We'll also send our Bilster too.
Uh-huh.
Hello. I'm the final boss. And you're not ready to face me just yet.
Wait, you're the last one?
I have a query so puzzling, so difficult, that it requires that you meet everyone else here.
Oh, Philly.
So prepare yourself for the date battle of a lifetime.
Are you talking about the devs or the characters?
Bye.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I come up with a new developer. Next, we have it's Sophie J, our 3D artist. She built your house single-handedly.
Wow.
Hi there, I'm a 3D artist, so I'm inspired by a lot of different things, but there's something in particular that I love most of all. What do I believe is the greatest media of all time?
Okay, it's either Shrek 2, Fable, or Call of Duty Black Ops.
Oh gosh. I'm tied between Shrek 2 and Fable.
Shrek 2.
I'm kind of leaning Shrek 2 too.
Absolutely, yes. It is a masterpiece in every single way, and that's just a fact. We don't need 5 of them. The pure magnificence of it will continue to make me emotional every time I watch it, and I watch it regularly. Lol.
It's true. It has come up quite regularly at meetings. Jay loves the ogre, and she loves you too.
I just love how we have both a Ray and a J in this game.
Right.
And
Would you like to date another
if you
dev?
think about it,
I come up with a new developer.
if you think about it, Shuttlecock is a coach too.
Next, we have
Just saying.
Hey, Julia. They're here. Julia?
Hey! Yeah, sorry, I was just out in the back, slinging those kettlebells. What's up?
They're here. Your date.
Oh, wow, really? That's so cool. Hey! You must be my date. Truthfully, the most important aspect of the game is this lovely new human standing in front of us right this very minute.
Humans.
But humans. Or
Oh
people.
my gracious. That's so sweet. I might vomit.
Whoa, me? Seriously? That's some pretty blatant complimenting right there. What's your angle?
Me? Me?
Oh, yeah, you. Why do you think we did all this?
Much
It's
money?
all been about you.
Hurling. Like, right now. Hurling glitter. Honestly, doesn't taste as bad as I would have expected.
And to celebrate you playing, experiencing this world, getting to this point where you get to date us, we've got a gift.
Same gift.
Oh?
And
Yeah.
bonus, you get to pick which of these 3 gifts you like the best. Pretty cool, huh?
What do we get?
Super cool. If only all gift giving was like that, it would be more meaningful if you knew me well enough to get me something you knew I'd like. Huh, interesting, never been on a date where I got a present that I chose.
Triangle?
Amen. If I get one more pair of Argyle knee socks.
I'll take them.
So, you can have whichever of these you like.
Alright, we have a Caribbean vacation to a private island with unlimited rum, an actual vintage railroad spike covered in rust and dirt and the dried blood of the last person it was used to murder, a pretty decent oat milk latte. Lukewarm.
I mean, that oat latte sounds pretty good right now. What do you guys think?
I really don't have much of a.
As long as you don't choose square.
Yeah.
It is pretty tempting, though. Alright, we'll do the vacation.
An excellent choice. Really the only safe choice.
What?
Somehow that's the safe one.
Although, Julia forgot to mention that the island is overrun with genetically modified javelinas that eat only human hair and coffee beans.
Alright, so just shave. You're fine.
Javelinas are a type of pig.
Oh.
They're in the desert in Arizona.
Ah, yes. An unfortunate omission.
So, listen, you're supposed to get an ending with me, like you got with all the other awesome folks you've gotten to know in the house. And the way I've decided to do that here is.
Julia mimes doing a drum roll with her 2 index fingers.
just to ask you. Did you hate our date? Did you love it? Do you kind of maybe not so secretly love me now? Let me know. And hey, whatever you choose, you've been a blast.
Couldn't agree more.
See you for the next adventure.
I liked it. You and I aren't going to be more than friends, but the date was fantastic. Oof, not my style. Wish I could go back in time and not date you. No offense. You and I will be together forever.
You and I will be together forever.
Triangle or circle?
That's the spirit. A friend with Julia is a rare thing indeed, I must say. Would you like to date another dev? I've come up with a new developer. Next.
Next we have. Oh, hi there. You're still around?
Indubitably.
And I appreciate the dedication, bud. I'm PJ, one of the artists that brought this game to life. Look, I know this experience is so fun is a total cliche, but this team brought so much joy, heart, and enthusiasm to the game. And one of my absolutely favorite things is being surrounded by people who get shamelessly passionate about things with no interest in downplaying or curbing their excitement. It's intoxicating being around so many equally driven and busy people.
Paint, I'll turn the microphone to you and ask, is that important to you?
Totally. My friends tell me that if I'm not working on a project or doing something creative with my life, I'm not myself.
And what are some of the things you're excited about?
Oh man, so many. Drawing is a clear cop-out, but my recent ambitions have been modding zines, teaching myself 3D modeling, and even how to animate. On top of that, I've been spending a stupid amount of time in tattoo shops, both getting inked and learning how to tattoo others. I'm also big on plants. I have an extensive collection on almost triple digits that I've been carefully cultivating over the past decade. Wow. Then we have to talk about home decor and then tiki. Did you know how power crazy one can get when you finally have your own space? I learned things about crown molding I've never even thought about. And then there's the traveling, the pretentious foodie bit, the escape room enthusiasm, oh, the musicals. Point is, I'm good at being busy. It's important to have things to look forward to, you know? So my question would be, are you also happy keeping yourself busy? Do you also like to share and shamelessly invested in things you're passionate about?
Oh yeah, I just like to kind of get involved in things. I don't understand people who get super hyped about their interests. Totally, cringe is dead. Blast me with that open enthusiasm for all things creative beam. I definitely love and shared the whole getting wildly consumed about your passions bit, but I hope you also make time to rest and recharge after all that.
Square. Yes, I'm so excited to hear about everything you have in store for us. Let's grab a drink and cook up some projects together.
Death to cringe. Death! Friends for paint. Friends. Would you like to date another dev?
We embrace the cringe.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have Andrew Feliciano, the owner, operator, mic adjuster, and button pusher at Voice Tracks West.
Alright, one of you can do it.
Right.
Hey there. You might say I was one of the subcontractors while this house is being built. Everyone moved mountains to make it all happen. I sure hope you were enjoying it.
Andrew is a very humble man. We couldn't make this game without his generosity of studio time and talent. Andrew did not write this part. I'm adding it after he submitted his text. You can't hear this either, so he's just going to talk as if nothing's happened.
What grand experience is on my bucket list? It was in motion to happen in 2008, which was really interrupted by my current role at Voice Tracks West. Bungee jumping in New Zealand. Good guess, but I've already checked that one off. But you should definitely check that one off for yourself.
Being friends with Andrew makes you want to jump for joy. Would you like to date another dev?
All right.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have, hey, it's Elle!
What?
The dog.
Hello there. I'm Elle. I'm one of the artists working under the amazing Aaron. It was such an honor to work alongside so many wonderful artists.
Wait, an artist? but you look like a little doggy.
What's wrong with the dog artists? There are many famous dog artists. For instance, Andy Warhol or Paul Picasso.
I don't think that's right. In fact, I think you just made that up.
Okay, you got me. I'm not really a dog, but since this is a world where you can date everything, why not choose to be anything I want to be?
But why a dog?
Because I just love dogs. I've loved them ever since I was a kid and the family dog. Lucky saved me when I got lost and stuck in the woods.
Well, how did that happen?
I used to go exploring with Lucky out in the woods. One day, while out, I got stuck in the briar patch and couldn't get out. Lucky went and found my older brother before leading him to me.
Goodness, that's a real Lassie moment.
Yeah, it would have been really rough if you hadn't saved me.
I see we're back to the dog puns.
I'm in such a good mood now. We should hang out. Let's go to the park for a walk. We can even check out the local hiking trails. Who wants a belly rub? How about a night in playing your favorite video games?
Triangle or square?
Yeah, square.
Whoa! I said I wasn't really a dog. Bad touch. Bad touch.
Not the way to our heart. It's hate for you.
Oops. Way to go, Ray.
Would you like to date another dev?
It wasn't just me. Jay said the
Come
same
up with
thing.
a new developer. Next, we have...
I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, I'm Adriel. I was one of the original programmers of this game. I helped create the first virtual slice and set up
Vertical slice.
vertical slice and setup of the groundwork for what this game would become. Everything is so very different when I first started working on it. Big shouts to everyone who worked on this since then. It wouldn't be what it is without every single person on this team. What an incredible and long journey this game has been on. I met Ray many, many years ago at GDC, and one time when we were hanging out, he pitched to me the idea of a dating sim, where you could date everything. How could I say no to that? I'll never forget the first time I laid eyes on our first two datables, Hoove and Harper. It was love at first sight. They were the very first two.
Really?
Uh-huh. I was absolutely smitten with both of them. And while I've also fallen in love with every character created since then, nothing will ever match what I felt towards my first two loves. But enough about me. I'm excited to learn more about you, my potential date. Would you like to take a walk with me?
Sure.
There's a few places that I have opened up nearby that'd be interested in checking out. Looks like there's a new electronics shop, a petting zoo, and hardware store.
An electronic shop? Let's go there. I've been looking for one of those new GTX 9000 Megaforce Ultra graphics cards. I hope the petting zoo has goats. I love petting animals. Just imagine all the yard work we can do together with the rent supplies for the hardware store.
I'm gonna save the zoo. Right? I love goats so much. Maybe there's rabbits and chickens and sheep. Maybe we can feed some llamas.
We'll feed them poison. Or the antidote. Cusco's antidote.
Yes.
You always specifically to heal Cusco.
Can't wait to see what animals are there and give you every single one of them a pat on their sweet little heads.
Adriel is so very much in love with you. Would you like to date another dev? I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... Would you look at that? It's Nick Thurston. He's a writer, voice actor, and creator of the Moonsong Fantasy Universe.
Huh? Oh! Hi! Didn't see you there. Had my head in a book.
Hi, Nick. I follow your wife on Insta. What were you reading? I'm a huge fan of the Moon Song podcast.
I follow your wife on Insta.
What do you read?
I'm halfway through Cad Williams' masterpiece, The Dragonbone Chair. Did you know it inspired Game of Thrones?
Nope.
I absolutely love fantasy. Great to meet you.
Nick has been a part of Date Everything since the very beginning.
Ah, the beginning. Those writers' meetings in Robbie's garage were a riot. Remember when I read Hoove's original dialogue out loud for the first time? And it was so spicy and raunchy that...
And that will be enough of that. Oh, right.
First introductions and all.
Nick is somewhat prone to putting his foot in his mouth.
I get carried away when I'm having fun. Since you're here, douchebag, why don't we...
That's a whoop slap.
play a little game?
That's intriguing.
Isn't it? If you win, I'll give you a little kiss.
He leans close and whispers, close enough that you feel the warmth of his breath and catch the masculine aroma of his scent.
Who wrote that?
Don't worry. My wife Alex says it's cool as long as we're in Fantasyland. And if you get the extra credit right, you can have a full-blown makeout sesh. How's that sound?
Drool? Let's just play for fun. Because he was more of a friend type. Yes, daddy.
Friend type.
Ah, awesome. I feel the same. Okay, here we go. I know this is going to be tough, but one of these 4 characters is one that I didn't actually write. Who is it?
Alright, Lux. They're way too bitchy for a nice guy like you. Arma, I don't see you writing so much anxiety. Bodhi, way too many 80s references for you. And Sinclair, you seem too normal to have come up with that.
Wait, what are we picking?
Which of these characters did he not write? I'm gonna vote for Arma.
I'm gonna say Lux.
Of course, we always have different opinions. Are you guys just saying a choice?
Yeah, I'm just taking a choice at this point.
No, I really think Lux.
Nope, Lux was me. They were inspired by a lot of the terrible influencer types my wife has worked with.
Huh.
Not to mention all those idiot alpha male productivity guys you see these days.
It's true.
Good guess, though. Well, alas, you didn't guess it correctly. No love ending for you. But that's all good, because I'm in the market for cool friends. And I think you're just what I was hoping for. Good luck on the rest of your playthrough. I hope you have an amazing time.
A
So we
friend
went anyway.
ending with you and Nick. Not bad.
Oh, yeah, friend one. That's fine.
Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I come up with a new developer. Hey, it's Suha! She's a writer, VO director, and game developer across a few different studios, including her own, Truant Pixel.
Pretty sure I told you to introduce me as a queen of the universe, but okay. Thank you for that extremely adequate introduction, Chatman.
Suha has written for a lot of characters on this project, including much of the narrator. Let's hear from a few of her characters now.
Oh.
Dasha flexes, her muscles bulging spectacularly. You get the impression she could crush you with her pinky, if she so chose.
Alright, that makes sense.
Abel removes
There's
his
no
hat
kind of
from his head, bringing it to his chest in a classy gesture that also manages to show off the muscles in his arms.
Oh, really? That's surprising.
Dunk strikes a pose between the two of them, showing off his magnificent physique and dazzling smile.
This world is impure.
God.
No, that is surprising.
Friar Errol doesn't bother flexing
I don't
like the
like
others.
that pose
Muscle
right
is
there
clearly not his strong suit.
because
Still,
we
you get
still
the
see
sense he
Dasha's
could ruin
hand.
your day all the same.
One of these things is not like the other.
Yes, she's written some truly formidable characters, strong in body and spirit.
The moment Suha comes into view, the Datable's entire posture changes. Their eyes find the floor, and an air of despair settles over everyone.
Say something nice about me, losers. That includes you too, narrator. Don't think I didn't hear that. Try again.
The moment Suha arrives, something seems to shift. There is a divine presence in the room, as though an angel had just touched down from the heavens. You only just managed to hold yourself back from falling in love with her on the spot, but it takes a truly heroic effort. She is a formidable woman, nay, a goddess.
Much better. Alright, sound off, dweebs.
Suha is the greatest woman I have ever known. I have often asked, is she even mortal? Perhaps she's a fairy queen.
Suha is like a rainbow after a thunderstorm. Only the rainbow's made of knives.
Suha gives Abel a sharp look. He quiets down immediately.
Oh God.
Just a rainbow. Pretty and lovely and all that.
Dunk steps forward, squinting at his palm.
Sohan, very stink.
Are you reading off your freaking hand?
Duncan immediately hides his hand behind his back.
You're the hottest babe alive, man. A real touchdown of a woman.
That's what the heck I thought. Friar.
Our Father of Convection's blessings
Shut
come
up.
in many forms. Suha is one of his greatest blessings.
I guess that's good from you. I had further appearances scheduled from Daisuke, Tony, Tina, River, Penelope, Betty, Timothy, Bobby, Willie, and others. About 23 or so dateables in all, give or take.
Okay.
But the time's getting short, and those win bags can really go on. So let's just get to the good part. How hard do I rule exactly? Oh, I like you. You're just so sharp. Very good, very good.
She loves you. You're safe now.
Okay.
Well, I've got to run. Game dev empire to run. Thousands of episodes of Real Housewives to watch. Heavy is the load, the head that wears the crown, etc., etc. Bye.
Suha came onto the project later on in its development cycle, but it's like she's always been here. Somehow. Every day has felt like a decade. May God have mercy on our souls. Would you like to date another dev? I've come up with a new developer. Next we have Hey You by the Coffee Machine.
Hi. This is not my 5th cup of coffee, I promise.
Debs here is part of our amazing team of 2D artists.
Amazing is correct. Everyone's so immensely talented. I'm so thankful to have been able to work alongside them.
You all seem to get along very well as a team. I've seen you in that fancy Discord thing where you can all talk.
Uh-huh. One thing you may or may not know is that a lot of us work remotely on this project. While it was great working 5 steps away from my kitchen and bathroom, it wasn't quite the same as an in-studio experience. So sometimes we have a voice chat set up for anyone who would like a little company while working. It was important to me that we vibed well as a team, you know? Now, speaking of vibing well together, let me challenge our guest here. Quick, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the 1990 hit All-Star by Smash Mouth? Go! Shrek, obviously. Digimon, duh. Easy. Mystery Men. Is that really old song?
Okay, for me it's Mystery Men. But the real answer for me is Rat Race. But since that's not on here, it would be Mystery Men. What about you guys?
Shrek.
For me, it's Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 is not the song's not in Shrek 2.
I'm saying Shrek also.
Alright, go for it.
Oh, I see you're a person of culture, of Shrek-tacular taste.
Oh, believe me, we are all very cultured.
But unfortunately, this isn't the first thing I associate with when I hear the song. Don't worry, I still see the potential.
Oh.
Debs requested that we allow you to have another chance. Would you like to take it?
Okay. Now we'll go Mystery Men.
Mystery Men.
Did you just pick that answer because you genuinely like that movie?
Yes.
Or did you do it just to flex the fact that you know that Mystery Men was one of the very first films that featured that song?
Yes.
In any case, I haven't watched it, so sorry if you actually like that movie.
Well, I tried.
Debs requested that we allow you to have another chance.
Okay.
Would you like to take?
Digimon.
Haha, I freaking knew it. A person of culture, of prodigious taste. Not many people nowadays know that the cultural experiences that Studios in North America released the Digimon the movie. I'm so happy you have found my people.
That is such the... Okay. I know it's a popular song, but that is such the weirdest movie to put it with, you know?
Right. That's like that joke we have where it's like, you know, oh, this actor from this, and it's like an obscure role they had.
Mm-hmm.
If you guess this answer, well, it does take some real attention to detail to be able to figure that out. Or maybe you were just lucky. Believe me, we were not lucky.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm impressed. When you're done running around, meet me at the bar. Next round of potato juice is on me.
That's true love from Debs. TTFN!
Wait, what? That's it?
No. Because we didn't get an actual result. But there's like only so many that we can interact with.
Have I ever told you? And you're wearing that pathetic but enough. Would you like to play our little developer dick? All right. With you, do you want to know the general rules? Splendid. First up, we have TJ, a writer extraordinaire.
Howdy. How's he doing? Well, am I? Oh, I'm just a humble writer and theater professor. I teach the kids real good.
TJ is actually quite humble. I've seen it myself.
There's one movie musical that has a stage adaptation that I love more than any other. I've seen it 6 times. I'm not obsessed, you are. Oh.
Which musical? So it's a Little Shop of Horrors, The Lion King, or Dateables the musical.
What's the question?
He's seen one 6 times.
I'm gonna say The Lion.
I'm gonna say Lion King. There it is. When I tell you I cry, I mean I cry every time.
Boy, did
Oh, don't cry, TJ.
Boy, did you pick the right
Found
character.
True love. Would you like to date another Deb?
That was easy.
I come up with a nude next week. Why, it's Devin, a writer and one of the main people who set us on the path to getting this game funded.
Hi, Devin.
Hi there, I'm Devin, a writer for some of the Dateables. Mostly Beverly is my gal.
Okay.
I love history, which you may pick up upon meeting those characters, so I'm gonna give you a little history quiz.
Alright.
Which of these is the true name of the Queen of Egypt, famed for her beauty, cunning, and relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony?
Cleopatra the 7th, Alite. Cleopatra the 7th, Philopator. Cleopatra the 5th, Tryphena.
Which Cleopatra do you think it is?
Square.
I'll say Philopator too.
Okay.
If you have a different answer, go for it.
Well, if you actually know, it's better.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. But I'm trying to figure out, like, why square.
That sounds more familiar to me.
Well, alright, we'll give it a shot.
Yay!
Nice!
Correct! Great job! I'm always happy to meet another history buff.
Yeah,
Because if you didn't have an actual, like, answer, then I would have gone with something else.
Yeah.
Less than 3.
But...
And for those of you that just looked up the answer, well, at least you're resourceful.
Really not.
It's true love with Devin for you.
Would
Would you like to date another Dev? I come up with a new Evan Marcourt, Amanda Hufford's emotional support, co-owner of recording studio Voice Tracks West, sometimes engineering sessions, sometimes running the dishwasher,
So you're responsible.
and sometimes fixing file names buried deep in spreadsheets.
Thanks, Chet. It's great to be a part of this.
You are incredibly helpful dealing with tens of thousands of lines recorded by an indie studio. Your assiduous... Damn it. I'll go one more time. Your assiduousness in editing each take is much appreciated.
That's funny. That is funny.
When I'm not recording voice actors pretending to be toasters, toast lover, I'm planning my next vacation. Can you guess my favorite country I've visited so far? Morocco, Spain, or Kiribati?
Morocco.
I'm gonna try Spain. Okay, I haven't been yet, but it's on my list.
C. Que Magico. Evan E2 Estan Amigo.
Alright, well, we're still friends.
Would you like to
You
date another
understood
dad?
that?
I
Yes.
come up with a new developer. Who's that in the corner of the ring with a steel chair? It's Tay!
Why should I get a steel chair?
Go for it, Ray.
Hi, I'm Taylor, or Tave. If you're nasty. What?
Whoa.
And I'm a 2D artist in the game. I drew stuff. And things.
Hi.
So many things.
Hi, Tay.
Gee, I haven't been let out of the basement. The execs keep all the artists in for a hot sec.
Well, we proved that Coach is the nastiest one here.
What are we doing? Oh, that's right. This is a dating game. People usually get to know each other first, though, right? I'm new to this whole thing. It's lonely in the basement. And cold. So cold. Anyway, where to start? We have so much to cover in so little time. This is by far the coolest thing I've ever gotten to be a part of. I'm so thankful to have even a small part working alongside the most talented, funny, and passionate company, even if we were locked in the house's basement. I love horror movies, JRPGs, TTRPGs, CRPGs, and all the RPGs. Evenings in with my cat, a good iced latte, and long romantic walks down the manga aisle. What else?
Hey, we have a lot in common.
Oh, I've got an encyclopedic knowledge of theme park history. Musicals are my guilty pleasure, and I can recite more fights from RuPaul's Drag Race than I can count on one hand.
We got more in common. Except for the drag race, RuPaul's Drag Race. That's Coach's thing.
RuPaul's Drag Race is not a racing show! I'm so upset!
15 minutes in!
Yes.
This isn't racing at all!
Yes. Everybody knows that, Coach.
I just love it how long it took you.
It's like, come on, guys, I get the fashion, but let's go on with the cars!
Ray, continue the line, please.
I cry every time.
I do too.
I hear the Star Trek main theme, and the weight of my heart is definitely asking about my D&D character.
Weren't we just watching Star Trek before this?
Yeah.
That is funny.
How do you feel about Muppets?
We love to.
And do you have a moment to talk about why Tarsum sings 2006 cult classics, The Fall is the greatest film ever made?
We have binged the entirety of the OG Muppet Show and seen every single theatrical Muppet movie. What do you think?
Yeah. Do you like jazz?
I do.
What's your opinion on the recent renaming of Cantina music in Star Wars canon?
Calling it jizz? No. That I'm not even being funny.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what it is.
This is very important for our relationship going forward. Oh man, I haven't even touched on animation yet. Should we sit down? I think we have a steel chair around here somewhere.
Whoa, slow down. There's kind of a lot.
Slow down, Maurice.
Tell me about your D&D character. Why would I care about the more accurate name of Cantina music?
Tell me about your D&D character.
Yeah.
Only ancient prophecies have foretold this moment. No one has ever asked me this question before. Are we about to make out right now?
Off screen, off screen! Would you like to date another dad?
I think that went well.
I come up with a new next we have.
One card you maybe a little too well.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm Rebecca.
Before working here at Sassy Chap Games, LLC, Rebecca spent 10 years working in corporate jobs with a background in project management.
Yeah, I used to work for, let's say, one of David Most's colleagues.
Vague enough.
My brother Ray desperately needed someone to help make sense of some really big spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets are actually 99% of game development. She came on just in the nick of time.
One of David No's colleagues. We can probably take a guess at that.
I was only on the game for a few months. After leaving corporate for good, I decided to start a career in nursing.
Her story has influenced one of the characters in the game.
Aria? Okay, enough biography stuff. Date time. I like baking cakes for my friends and walking around bookstores and buying books. On a good day, you might even catch me reading one.
What is Rebecca's idea of a perfect date?
Going to a concert or musical and then drinking tea and having desserts while discussing horror movies, building a Lego set while watching a movie marathon, and spreadsheet survey.
Building a Lego set while watching a movie marathon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that.
Ooh, yeah.
That's something she very much likes doing with her friends. Would you like to date another dev?
Did we just go to the
Come
friend
on,
zone?
with a new next, it's Wilbo Baggins!
William is fine.
But it's canon now.
There's a canon now?
Maybe in the sequel.
Did you just change my name?
You're the writer.
Change it back.
Fine.
Thank you.
So, William. Will they? Won't they? Can I call you Bilbo?
No. No. Well, no.
Point taken. Tell us a little bit about yourself, William.
William. Well, I write.
They write!
And I rewrite.
They rewrite! Is that all? That's a little binary of you, William.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't understand. Writers are weird.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
What is that? Some kind of code? So, what else do you do?
Well, sometimes I break the game.
My God.
Get out of my spotlight! And how did you find us?
I screenshot the Twitter post posted in Discord. Then a Zoom interview in a hotel lobby at 5 a.m. in the snow. The usual.
And how have you found us since?
I was about a month from giving up on games when I got this gig. This is my first big thing, and I wasn't perfect then, and at times I thought I'd completely screwed it up. But everyone has been so patient and kind. It's given me the chance to write a bunch of characters I adore and see them given light, color, breath, and sound by the other artists I can only marvel at. So I suppose I found everyone rather wonderful, willing our own little wonder to the world.
Well, isn't that sweet?
And you know...
And unfortunately, that's time.
Oh, sorry.
So, now you know. But the question remains, will they or won't they? Now, how would you like to determine the eligibility of your would-be suitor, dear William?
Sorry, I'm going to be a little annoying.
Classic. For the frustrated, I wonder if there were any clues left behind somewhere.
Well, Ray, what are your options?
Okay. 01001100 0110111111 01110110 0110. You know what? Forget this.
I really just meant, what button should I press?
Okay. Circle.
You know what? That's fair.
Would you like to date another dev?
I don't know what it
Come up
was.
with a new Neko Nijuku! Don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Right. Hi, I'm H. Nice weather, huh? I wouldn't know. I spend most of my day at my desk drawing, and my blinds are usually closed because if I open them, all I see is glare on my screen.
Niche is the lead artist on this game, which means she designed all 107 characters, including myself, and almost all the UI that you see.
Wow. That's a lot of work.
Did she sign up for all of this? I think partly she didn't realize what she was getting herself into.
It was certainly interesting finding out that I was lead artist on my very first call with the team. Like, welcome to the team. Surprise!
And we are so glad that you said yes.
Got thrown into the deep end, but I learned a lot, and lucky for everyone that I'm perpetually fueled by thirst for fictional babes.
Aren't we all?
So yeah, if you catch yourself staring at parts of your house for too long, if you start feeling weird fluttery sensations when appliances are turned on, I guess that means I've done my job right.
Well, you heard it right.
But let's be real, I couldn't have finished the art without my team of artists behind me. Big shout out to Tay, Pian, Rioni, Elle, Debs, Pelia, Kale, Kelly, Nick, Mel, and Shanae. I appreciate y'all so much.
Excellent.
Just been given
And before we move on, do you have any questions for your potential date?
Date? Oh, right. That's the dating part. Oh, this was another work call. Anyway, I guess I have some free time now, so what would I get up to? Hang out at the amusement park, stay in for a game night, video games, board games, dinner from a styrofoam box. The club, we gotta go out for some fancy drinks and jam out to pumping music with everyone.
Square or triangle? I'm gonna say triangle.
Yeah, try.
It sounds fun, actually. I guess I could use some fresh air. And we'd have plenty of time to get to know each other standing in line for everything. Okay, let's go.
You and Neej will be good friends from now on. Yeah. Would you like to date another dev? I come up with a new next.
Nobody have voice lines anymore.
Hey, I'm Greg. I built the original prototype of this game with Adriel Wallach many years ago. Since then, I've been extremely busy making more games like Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog and Nova Island. Oh my god, speaking of, are you a Sonic fan?
Yeah, I've played them. No, I hate Sonic.
I've played them.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying this game, you should check out Murder of Sonic 2. It's a silly murder mystery visual novel with some fun gameplay. I think you'd like it.
Merely playing Sonic is not enough to pierce Greg's heart. You are friends, though.
Anyway, looks like it's time for me to get go. Time for me to go. Have a good one.
Would you like to date another dev? I come up with a new developer. Next week, rummaging around in the top of your closet, you find a somewhat untidy box of crafting supplies. It's Kale!
Oh, jeez, it's me.
Ah, yes, the aggregated result of many hobbies started and intermittently maintained, still brimming with creative potential.
It's always nice to keep me around. You never know when I might be useful. Even late in the game, I'm happy to be here to help out. Getting to be involved in a huge project like this, even a little support role, is really special to me.
True, you had been stowed away for a little while and joined us when the time was right.
You know when inspiration might strike and what you might need to finish up a project or start something entirely new. It's also excellent when your hobbies start to overlap. Like right now, I combine drawing, embroidery, and painting into book binding and cover designs.
Lovely. Any other thoughts for your imminent date?
Oh dear. I guess perhaps let's consider a fun night in to make some cool stuff.
Maybe I'll do my own thing and keep you company while you work. Let's work on a new hobby. I have all these ideas and would love to help make it perfect. It sounds kind of boring.
I always like parallel play. So maybe triangle?
Triangle.
Oh sure. Companionable silences can be a penance on the brain.
Panacea.
Panacea.
Gale considers this companionship to be worthy of a friend. Would you like to date another dev? I come up with a new next week. It's Sam! No relation to the Sam in this game. Pure coincidence, I swear.
Hey, I'm Sam, and I'm a part of the writing team. I love cozy movies, beautiful autumn weather, and horror games / movies, but I will close my eyes for the scary bits. You may know me from Neon White or Read Only Memories, Neurodiver. I have also worked on amazing projects like the Caramensi Anthology and others I hope to share one day when they release. Now that you know everything about me, we can skip the quiz and get married.
Dear me.
Great. Kidding. Let's play a game I like to call Guess That Fact. I'll give you 3 statements, and one of them will be a fact, while the others, well, kid, they'll be lies. I'll give you a small hint. Since you've been so nice to me, the answer can probably be found on my website if you dared visit that wretched place. Okay, let's begin. Here are your options, and remember, guess the truth. I was featured on NPR. I am trilingual. I started making games in 2000. I don't even know what NPR is.
National Public Radio.
Okay.
I'm gonna say triangle.
Yeah.
I don't know what the website she's referring to. I don't think it's going to be as simple as Samantha.com.
Oh, guess the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Then I'll say the NPR thing.
I'm sticking with that. Triangle.
That I was. and I was super honored to be featured on Latino USA to talk about being a game developer and how I bring my culture into the games I make. It was super surreal to show my family, and they freaked out for me because I was too shocked to move.
Samantha, she loves you for that.
All right, now we'll get married. Wasn't that fun? Let's chat again soon.
Would you like to date another dad? I've come up with a new Oh, hey, it's Dom.
Hey, Chet, what's up?
Well, we've got our lovely player that wants to know a little bit about you.
Well, I'm Don Din. I'm the writer and voice actor for Kelpie, and I'm all the way from Australia.
That's right. You don't really sound Australian sometimes, though.
I have big time. I have this quirky little thing of being able to speak in both Australian and American accents.
Why am I thinking about that one clip? Oh, Bobby, look, I'm a man. I think I'll use a credit card.
Everything gluten-free.
Yeah.
Heck, I'm even stumped some of the crew when I first met them. I have to explain to a lot of people how I got it, and it's literally just because of watching and playing so much American stuff. I'm gonna be real though, it was mostly dubbed anime. Never let.
But hey, look at you now, dubbing anime.
You know it. Look at me now.
Well, Dom, is there anything you want to do with your pending date?
Well, how about we play some video games while we're here? We got some time, right? What kind of games would you want to play with me?
All right, let's play a JRPG. How about a tactical shooter game? You good at handling soccer balls?
Well, considering how we all like Kingdom Hearts, I'm gonna say JRPG, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely know my kind of style. I have the perfect game I want to show you. It's one of my favorites. It's about 4 guys that travel around in a fancy car and demonstrate the true power of romance and friendship. I heard the voice actors are huge nerds too.
I'll have to check that out myself one day. Dom is in love with you for this hour.
Yay.
Would you like to date another dad?
You got Kobe,
Come
best
up
girl.
with a nude next week. Jamie, our external producer from Team 17. They're not evil at all. Wait, did I just say that out loud?
Rick. It's all of that particular risk. If you keep acting up, I'll turn it into an issue before you could say spreadsheet. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I'm just sweeping up some last-minute risks on the project before we ship it off to our lovely players.
Psst, Jamie. The game has already shipped. We're live.
Well, of course we are. I knew that. I quickly distract the players with that question I sent you, while I sneakily sweep some things past QA.
We're live? Oh, gosh, no, I'm not ready yet.
Penelope.
Take a breath, Penelope. Right behind you, Jamie. All right, so here's the question. Video games can take a long time to make, so which one of these statements happened to Jamie during development?
He broke his tooth by actually slipping on a banana while holding a big bowl of hot soup. He became a godfather, a fiance, and the owner of all base 102 Pokemon cards. He finally learned how to do a cartwheel into a handstand and finished with a backflip, all while holding his breath.
There's a lot of stuff, man.
Well, considering that every one of us in here knows already how to do circle, maybe he probably doesn't know how to do that. But I think I would probably go with square here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, I made it back just in time to hear your answer. You got it right. All these happened during our pre-production phase of the project.
Incredible! Jamie loves you, and I won't tell his fiancée a thing. TTFN!
Die.
Hey, everybody.
Whew. How far are we?
I feel like we're close.
I had a you've and your right button. Would you like to play our little all right with you? Do you want to know the general rules? Splendid! First,
What? Hello? Oh, I might as well do it. Hello, I'm Jay, AJ Asperler, one of the writers of this game. I hope you enjoy your time with the Datables I wrote.
Awesome! Let's play a few sets.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The biggest bag we fumble. I miss playing tennis, Hirohime. When was the last time I saw the sun?
Uh-oh. Everything will be okay. I'll go get Shadow Lord. She'll know what to say.
Hey, what do you think about Anime? Anime? One of those. Hell yeah, thanks for chatting with me.
Now that's paying attention to context clues. Jperia loves you. Would you like to date another dev? I've come up with a new... Oh,
So it is.
Oh.
is it time?
Wait a minute.
Well, final
you said we
boss
were at
of
the end.
Sassy Chap. Are you prepared?
Yeah.
I thought you'd say that. So, right now it's 2:36 a.m. after VO recording day, and I was able to polish Hank's, Telly, Lady M, and Sassy Chap today, but I missed the milestone 18 deadline by 8 full hours. My gift to myself is not writing the intricate ink thing I had originally planned for my boss battle. Is that okay? Can I go to sleep?
Go to sleep. No, do the cool ink thing and hate option.
Do the cool ink thing.
I kind of want to say go to sleep, but you choose, Coach.
We're recording Gaia, Johnny, and Prissy tomorrow. That should be fun. Good night, I love you.
And that's it.
Final boss.
There's nothing left to do but submit your score. Time for us and our studio audience to find out how we devs feel about you.
We are mid.
Are you nervous? Excited?
Nervous.
Excited. Thirsty.
In more ways than one, I trust.
Dang it, forgot about. Dang it, I should have picked thirsty.
Your current relationship is goodness, love,
Hey.
true love.
They love us. Man, we have.
I may be sassy, but even here, I am rather proud. We've come so far, you and I,
We really have.
and I'm very excited to see you next.
Wonderful.
Whew. That was a battle, man.
I've developed a love interest in you.
Wowzers.
Now, we're gonna call it here.
All right.
Which
Well,
seems very weird, but considering that, like, that was all of them. Wow, you scored a lot of love points in the devs, and the chat loves you too.
so what are the collectibles?
All of them.
That's cool. That is really cool. Well, Sassy Chap is probably one of the easier ones, but man, you have to invest in time. with him.
That was a lot of time with them.
Yes, but he's knocked out, so one step closer. So it's between him, Jeremy, and Dorian that are going to be the longest ones.
Oh, Curtain Rod.
Oh, Curtain Rod too. Yeah, you're right.
Jeremy just, like, needs specific days
Yeah.
and time periods, but, like, it's not going to be that much longer. But, like, there's Curtain Rod that there's everywhere. There's Dina that somehow doesn't have a finish.
For the home stretch now, folks.
Wendolyn, I think, is going to be similar to Curtain Rod. We have Stefan that we haven't finished. But I think we're on one more interaction away with him.
Try it real quick.
The Hanks, they need a few attempts. And then Mikey, that's
Actually, you know what? Why don't we go to bed and see if we can realize Sassy Chap?
I had my love, my one, my only. The devs love you, but more importantly, I love you so much more. And you're wearing that fantastic Hurling Fun.
I'm ready to make you a real chap.
I think I should like that. Mascots can't do much, you know, but humans, they can do everything.
Let's get started.
Sassy chap, go be a human now.
The spectral energy flows through your deviators, and what was once merely the mascot of the development team becomes.
He is a guy.
Oh.
He just says he's a bit more humanoid now.
The sassy chap, now a sassy human, gives himself a once-over, tweaking his moustache, tugging at his bow tie, and removing his hat to find that he does, in fact, have hair underneath.
It feels like
A chap. A real chap.
it feels like he had the biggest yet simplest change.
Why is it?
I can
Because he
so many
is
things
more
into his
cartoony than
pockets now
everyone
that
else,
they're
and
three-dimensional.
then like now has more human-like features.
Like you just gave him texture. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm a little dizzy.
You ready for that?
Of course, I'm ready. I'm impossibly randy.
Oh god.
You don't think this game being a dating sim was an accident, do you? Let's commence fuckery!
Say that.
Wow.
Honestly,
It's always the most gentlemanly guys that do that.
Dang!
He wasn't good.
give him this.
Oh no.
He was a chap, and he was, say it with me now,
Sassy.
sassy. The sassy chap left the house with one mission in mind.
I'm going to make my own damn video game!
Being that a mascot had never made a game before, he was able to use his charisma to convince one foolish publisher to buy into his wobbly technical designs. Like anyone's first game, the sassy chap made many beginner mistakes. Neglecting gameplay in favor of art, voice acting, and music, he began to find that iteration and nimbleness were beyond him, as changes had to be made.
We can just add 250 more character portraits, right?
Scope creep caused him to miss milestones, drive up costs, and ultimately caused his team to leave in frustration.
But what if you can date the scope?
The legend of Sassy 2 was cancelled, 80% of the way through development. His publisher dropped all further contact.
Dang.
This industry does not understand art at all.
Okay then. All right. Well, that officially in Sassy Chat. Ugh. All right. Everything okay?
Why do they have the two?
There.
Got it?
Yeah. It's one of the new changes that they made.
Yeah, they did have an update thing.
You realize the Sassy Chappie became a failed video game developer.
And he sucks in bed too, apparently. That's tough, man.
Well, with all that out of the way, I'm gonna finally close up right now. Ray, what's our recap for tonight?
Well, it's been a lot of fun tonight. Sharing memories of this past year, celebrating its 1 year anniversary. We hope the next year, following years, we continue this momentum and have a lot of fun, creating a lot of memories. You know it's not fun. Non-engagement. So please, folks, chat with us, get to know us, share your thoughts, your opinions, anything, games you want to see us play, things about your favorite anime, video games, whatever. Talk to us. So with that in mind, remember, folks, lock your doors, lock your windows, travel safe, and don't die.
1 year to 1 year for Ray and Jay, and 1 year for Date Everything. Happy anniversary to both of us.
Yeah. And we shall see you guys tomorrow with it was either that or Batman, but
I said Batman.
The crew's gonna be here, or well,
Cyrus is.
at least Cyrus will be here. So maybe it does want to give something action like that.
Yeah.
And we can wait till Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which you would be in the driver's seat.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, Batoman. Which I will be doing.
And well, like I said, folks, support the YouTube and
Support the Reddit because apparently that's the cobweb one.
No, don't do that.
There's nothing posted.
We have nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing posted. Dang it. We'll get to that eventually.
So
Thanks to everybody that showed up, though.
Absolutely.